Mike here. Welcome back to Money, Marriage, and Media. And 600 subscribers, that's what we're looking for. Today's topic, we're looking at Anton Daniels, and I think this is his live show. I still have not been able to catch this brother live yet. I kind of want to do that, but we'll get there eventually, right? So today's topic, she might have to kiss these hands. Women that act like a man need to be taught a lesson. Oh boy, I can see where this is going. This is going to be controversial. Yeah, let's go.
I ain't drunk. Ain't no telling where it's going to go.
You know what? Before we even get started, I'm going to go ahead and preface this by saying that the women who we're going to talk about in this video are probably the ones that don't understand that they don't understand the male perspective. They don't understand men and the power that men possess. Because a lot of times men walk around with restraint, but it's restraint that's reserved specifically for women. You know, these are the women who often talk about they want equality, but you know, when they very rarely have control of their emotions, and you can tell because they were quick to put their hands on a guy, not realizing that guy could kill you if he wasn't in control of himself. So, you know, this is why, but there's a prime example of this. This is why men, that low level threat of violence does exist between men. This is why men will randomly, you know, give each other the nod on the street as a form of respect. They're saying, okay, I see another man in here. Hey, I respect you. You respect me. We got no problems. Let's keep it going. That's why we nod to each other on the street. It's because it's a sign of respect. Say, hey, I see you over there. We good, right? Okay. And then I don't have nothing. Then I'm going to keep pushing. That's exactly what that is. So let's go. Let's see what we got here. Because I already got it. We're going to be back in the gender war.
No. But let me tell you something.
A lot of times
the reason why a woman feels comfortable putting her hands on a dude is because she don't feel like it's a threat that she's gonna get her ass kicked. Yeah. She feels comfortable enough to do that shit because she don't believe that he's gonna.
Translation: she doesn't respect him. For whatever reason, she doesn't think that man has. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead.
The fuck out of her if she do that shit.
But sometimes it can be in the heat of a moment.
Because dudes,
that don't work.
You got
that's a flat out lie. That's a cop out. Because you don't do that to people who you know will hit you back. People know who is the women know who's the weak man in the room. They do.
No. You gotta go all the way.
All y'all that slapped the nigga before.
No.
And it's some men that don't.
Okay, you about to take a pause.
Let's go there.
You about to take a pause.
Let's go there.
But I have.
Have you slapped? Raise your hand if you slapped
I got out
the
of
nigga
an abusive relationship.
No,
you're not about to lie. You're not about to lie. Yeah, put that in the the whole head.
I ain't never hit him first. I had to get out.
No, I
got out
first.
of it.
They just shut me up afterwards. But you know, you be like mad. You know, you just like.
No, I don't hit.
But
or you've had women.
I don't do this on a regular. I don't do this.
But I'm just saying,
eat that shit and keep going.
Knew that you were still gonna be protected. You knew that this nigga wasn't.
My life was in danger.
After you did it, you thought about it like, oh, I hope this nigga don't knock me out.
Yeah.
But
my life was in
now,
danger.
if you get that disrespectful,
That's not right. I want to say
that one.
Yeah,
That's
but I
slap.
do want to say it's not right for nobody to put their hands on anybody, and there's no real reason or rhyme or excuse. I felt bad after, you know, just knowing that I hit somebody, you know, or I could have got fucked up.
No, serious. Or he could have.
Like I don't want nobody to do that.
But see, I don't believe that a person feel bad enough because you didn't suffer the consequences that came along with.
That's what's up.
Well, what if you got a Rasputia in orbit? Then what?
What if you
What if you red fuchsia and you got a Norbit?
But that's true.
I called the police.
It's women that beat on me.
Got the fuck out.
I said
I need y'all to roll with me on this one.
I ain't rolling with
She literally using fictional characters as a reference point. Oh boy.
No, because you
should've
ain't
got your
heard
ass
me yet.
beat.
You ain't heard me
I
yet.
don't want to hear. I ain't get my ass beat.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You guys understand that there's a possibility that it could go really, really bad when you're dealing with another guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, in a lot of instances, we don't just automatically fly off the handle in most instances.
No,
Most
you can't.
guys understand that it's a threat
It's
that
a
come
low-level
along
threat of
with, a
violence.
real
Running
threat
your
that
mouth
come
off.
along. Shout out to my dog, Angry Man. I'm reading Super Chats in a minute. Most guys understand that there's a threat that comes along with approaching another dude,
Absolutely.
right? And so because of that, we have to be a little bit strategic, or we might even use the de-escalation tactics.
It's more
But it's a
civil.
Pussy.
But it's no,
No,
it's a
no.
possibility because it's a possibility somebody can die.
Yeah.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I get it.
somebody,
You gonna be
Somebody
so
really
sick.
can get
Exactly.
you
fucked
can
up.
get your head kicked in, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Absolutely.
But because women they don't feel that same level of threat, and so they willing to put their hands on somebody, even though they understand that they gonna fucking get their ass, like they can lose easily. He can choke you the fuck
It's
out,
a
and that'll
safe-
be the end of the
Who
Who
conversation.
created
right?
that? Who
Right.
created that dynamic? Because it was men and people who created that. Like men aren't supposed to hit women and da da da
That's
da.
all
da.
that
So
A
it's not like we
simp-
just woke up
a
feeling
simp
like, oh, I
punk-
could
a
just slap
punk
any
ass-
man and ain't gonna
A
nothing
punk
happen.
ass simp did that shit.
Wow.
Cause
And let me tell you,
Cause all them chivalry niggas that y'all love so much, to open the
What's
door
wrong with
niggas
chivalry?
and the late,
What's wrong with
That
that?
shit is
Listen
too
to me.
tantamount.
Listen to
Let
me.
him talk. Let him
Listen
talk.
to me. The niggas back in the 50s and all that, you know, that opened the door for the ladies and did all that.
Yeah.
Cook that meatloaf too tough.
Yeah. No, I was hoping he was going to get to that because that during that time it was okay if a woman got out of line that you could pop her in the mouth. I'm not saying that I don't ever think we should go back to that, but what we need to have is an understanding between the genders, and we don't have that right now.
I'm so glad I ain't never been in a situation like
And
that.
y'all
where
wonder
somebody-
why our grandma stayed
Yeah,
with
no.
granddaddy.
They
all
wonder
back
why they
in the
getting
day.
their ass slapped.
But I grew up around.
Them
wonder
niggas
why.
used to fight.
Yeah, I grew up around a lot of domestic violence and stuff,
But
and
that
I would
shit
see the
wrong.
women, you know, like get beat. And so for me as a kid, I'm like, I ain't gonna never let nobody hit me.
Yep.
And
Yep.
unfortunately, you become the person who's trying to be
Yeah.
first. You know, to when you
Right.
feel
Take
like you're
yourself.
Trying to be
violent.
proactive
Yeah.
instead of
when you-
reactive.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're trying to be, and it's not right either way because you shouldn't be in situations like that. I'm thankful that I haven't been with the man that wanted to physically hurt me, in any kind of way. Any
Cause
shape.
that's not what you're gonna try.
Yeah, no.
You know what
but
I'm saying?
I know that it
shit.
can
Yeah.
be dangerous.
Yeah.
It's
It's definitely
Most
know
women
that.
at some point in their relationship need to get snatched the fuck up. Maybe.
You know what I find interesting is that the marriage rates were actually higher back then than they are today. And of course, the woman side of the gender war says, well, yeah, I ain't putting up with all that stuff. I don't have to. I make my own so that if it goes left, I can just leave. But again, you don't make enough to be on your own. The average woman does not make enough to make it to the end of life. So while women do make more money than ever before, inflation is a mother. It's not going away. And yes, you're making more, but not really. You're not outpacing the cost of living. And truth be told, neither are most of the men. So this is why I say the gender war is dumb. We're going to sit here and do this. Now, again, multi-pronged attack here as far as we need a strategy that's going to hit multiple systems that are broken in our community to start the rebuild process, right? Because a lot of times we spend too much time worried about the negatives when we don't even get to focus on the positives. This is why it's so hard to find. This is why it's so hard for us to talk about what are the benefits of marriage, because we've spent so much time focused on the negatives that people just completely forget about the positives. And yes, there are positives. Go check. I'm sure I've done a video at this point. If I haven't, we will definitely be getting there because, again, married guy, I'm pro marriage, right? But let's go. I don't want to get off topic here.
You know what?
Maybe not. Maybe
Let me
not.
light the blunt.
Not hit.
No,
not
you can't hit
abused.
Don't
Yeah, not
But
abused.
most women do some shit.
Oh, you gotta
They
restrain
do something.
them.
It may not
Restraint.
happen.
Y'all need restraint.
It may not happen, and the dude may not do something. It may
You
not
know what
happen,
I'm
and the
talking
dude.
about.
But see, aggression.
look.
Sometimes
she
we gotta restrain y'all.
So you restrained your wife?
No.
So that's the way you're putting a woman in
I
her
didn't
place.
say hit her.
Sometimes-
So y'all
Yeah.
restrained your wife?
I didn't say hit her.
Sometimes women have to be restrained.
Have you restrained your wife?
Have you restrained your
Yes.
Exactly. Exactly. You want to talk so much, but not restrain my wife. Have you restrained your wife?
That's not the question to ask. The question is asked is how many times has this wife gotten out of order? Because if you don't have to restrain her, then what's the point of asking that question? Because we're looking for the gotcha moment. That's all that proves.
Sometimes as women, you
Exactly.
can go off, and be
I'm
too
answering out a
aggressive.
nan question.
And the man, he
Like
is
my
within
mom.
right to kind of put you back in your place. But just don't slap me.
All
Like,
I
exactly.
said was
Don't punch
most
me.
women at some point in their relationship
Needs to get a little shake.
has
little
gone to
shake,
the
like,
point
lay
to
your
where
ass down
she
somewhere.
need to get
Like,
snatched
to
the
know
fuck
your
out.
like
Yes.
that. Push
Like
me
sit
up
the
against
fuck.
wall.
No. Yeah, okay, restraint. However,
Restraint.
however we want to frame it.
Right, restraint.
However we want to frame it. She's in a
Yeah.
space to where she need to sit. She need to get set. The
I
fuck
feel
out.
like if you're not gonna be honest, I don't want to hear your side on it.
Y'all get
We
turned
think
on
we
by
in
that
control.
crazy shit, dog.
So that's okay.
This is the thing, though.
That's
They
what
do
they
get
just said
turned
over
on
here
by
too.
that.
Y'all get
They
turned
just
on.
said
They
it.
do get
They
turned
just
on.
said it.
You want to fuck me up because I can't get myself.
No, I said
We said
restrain.
check, restrain, check.
Because it's
Hey,
different.
sit
like,
your ass down. You need to chill the fuck out.
it's like niggas who beat on their girls and shit. That shit weak to me.
That's
You a
weak
hoe
as
ass
hell.
nigga to me.
Yeah, I mean that's different. Though.
Because
That's
at
a
the end of
completely
the
different
day, you a
conversation.
man. Like that, when I say restraint, like if y'all get to flying off and doing all that, it's just that, don't move.
Yeah.
Stop. Chill the fuck out. What
Right.
are you doing?
Right.
Shake you a little bit.
Sound like a
See,
pro.
you nice. See, you saying what are you doing?
Right, what
I'm
the
saying
fuck
who
you
the
doing?
fuck you talking to?
Yeah, who the fuck you talk? You know, the
Like,
whole
you better
night.
shut-
In the
But-
heat
Better
of the
shut
moment.
that shit down.
But look,
Hold on, who you talking to?
But as a man,
Yeah.
if you a man, you know what this shit gonna do.
Right.
but
you know what I'm saying? And the lady can't handle that shit.
No.
but
But I feel like you don't gotta do that to me. You could restrain me and then just we can have sex.
well, I think about it in like certain
No,
cases.
this ain't a reward after
She,
you
she,
That's the problem, man.
She
Because everybody's
like-
so
she like
conversation.
think of
Bro,
sex.
I'm not your friend right now.
Wow.
Toxic behavior. That's the type of stuff that leads to she's pissing you off just so she can live out some sexual fantasy. I'm telling you, women like that, fellas, just walk away. It's not worth it. Don't deal with women like that, because where's the line at with that? We don't know. And the woman is in control in that situation. And when women in control in those types of scenarios where it's based on how she feels, which we know will change sporadically, that leaves you in a bad position. Don't deal with it. Just move on. Just go get you somebody else. It's all fun and games until it's not, and then you're in a bad position. Don't do it. Don't do it.
like that. She like that. Yeah,
Some
you
women
said
like it. Some
I
women
told you that. I told you that.
I
Like
told
a
you.
couple
weeks ago.
They like that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Depends on how you restrain though. You gotta go with how to restrain.
What he say?
That you like aggression.
Fellas, fellas,
I'm a Leo.
don't hit them. Restrain 'em.
Oh,
Fellas.
I'm a
don't hit 'em.
Leo.
Restrain them.
Lance sound like a pro. Listen to him.
Cause see, we in a generation where
Yep.
you know these kids and a lot of people in all these single homes. You know, it's a lot of boys that
Yeah.
grew up not knowing what a man is supposed to be, and what it's a lot of boys that really think that she hit me, so I whooped her ass, and niggas look at that like it ain't nothing wrong with that. But that come from being raised by a single mother
Yeah.
and a whole men and women are equal shit.
Yeah,
we
that
are
e-
not equal.
That's
Yeah,
what
they
that
did. He
equal,
definitely
equal
would've
rights
beat their
deserve
ass.
If
equal
you
rights type
train
shit.
a boy
Yeah.
to think that men and women are
Yeah,
equal,
no.
if y'all fly off and hit him, he gonna whoop your ass.
Yeah.
That's an interesting perspective on that. Yeah, a lot of times the lessons for boys about restraint do come from men, and again, a lot of that relates to women just having zero knowledge of the male experience. They don't know. The average woman has no clue what it is for a man to restrain his strength. You know, it because we're just different. They don't experience the physical strength that we possess, and a lot of times it's downplayed through because of the way society is set up. Nothing wrong with the way society is set up as far as it concerns to that, because as a man, you do need to learn to control yourself. You need to learn to control your body and your emotions, because somebody could wind up dead. Harsh thing to say, and it sounds like it's, too far of a statement, but that's reality though. When, prison system is full of guys who could not control their emotions or their bodies, and you get pushed over the limit, and all of a sudden you get these dudes, I just blacked out, or everything just turned red, and all of a sudden now you behind bars. That's, we keep talking about this stuff. I keep telling you, a lot of this stuff is connected. Most of the men who are in prison and who are raised like that, they're coming from single parent homes. That's why I say we still need each other, especially if we're talking about rebuilding the community. But look, guys, interesting conversation as always. I'm gonna say goes to the next time. Peace. Thanks for making it to the end of this video. But do me another favor, like and subscribe, but also check out these here. Either subscribe or watch videos, one or the other. I don't know which side, but hey, all right.